Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is part 57 of the lady that married a man that didn't exist. Let's continue.
Part 57 of How I Married a Man That Didn't Exist. November 27th, Emily's battery went out on her car and she needed a new one. So she went to one of our local auto places to get it replaced. Money was an issue, so it was not an issue but a concern. Even though we were both working full time, it was a 4-bedroom house we were living in. Bills were high, you know what I'm saying? So she had already been looking for like the cheaper price, so she went to this place. She talked to one of the sales representatives and he put the battery in for her. At this time she was bragging about how he gave her one of his discounts. Clock it. So she was super excited about it. Through text I was like, oh, that's great news, I'm so happy you got your battery fixed, whatever. So later, I don't know if it was this same night or a couple days later. Either way, it wasn't more than a few days between incidents. Emily had me looking through some messages on her phone so I could help her reply to something. She couldn't find the words for what she was trying to say. In this moment, a strong wind blew me out of those messages into her inbox. And I started seeing all of her text messages, just not this one thread that she had sent me. I recognized a number. There was no name attached to it, but I knew this number. I had memorized this number. Can you guess whose number it was?
I know it's Amber's number. This video, hey, I know it's Amber's number. That woman, of course, I don't know. From the one I knew, she knew what the son was doing. The way she was even behaving, I don't know. It just chastity that didn't just want to accept the truth. Because even Emily was attention. Even the child knew what Emily was doing, but chastity just refused to see it. She was still taking advice from her, living under the same roof with her.
It was Amber's number. My heart started racing. I opened the text and I saw that they were having a conversation about the battery. Amber had given her instructions on how to use her employee discount on the AutoZone we had in town. Once again, remember, she worked at AutoZone. I had to scoop my jaw off the floor yet again. So I gave her the phone back and I tried to act like I didn't see it at first. But this anxiety, this rage bubbled up through my entire body. So I said, I'm going to ask you something and I want you to tell me the truth. So I confronted her about it. No, I didn't do it. I didn't even use it. Rob gave me her number, or Rob gave her my number. I told him not to. I told him I have nothing to say to her. I don't even know why she texted me. But in the messages, she texted back. And if I'm not mistaken, one of the text messages she sent to her was a thank you. And it said, thanks, girl. I told her how fucked up this was. I told her I couldn't believe she was talking to my husband's mistress after she has watched me decline so rapidly in such a short amount of time. I told her I felt betrayed. I felt used. She started crying. She got up off the couch and she came and she wrapped her arms around me and she was crying. I'm so sorry. I never meant to hurt you. You're my girl. I love you so much. It won't happen again. Girlies, does this sound familiar? Emotional abuse and manipulation must run in this family. I went to my room and I didn't come back out for the rest of the night. There were obviously things here and there before then, with her blowing my cover, her alerting Rob that I wanted to look at the Facebook. Those would have been bad enough in itself. And honestly, when I told her that I found out all the information about Amber, she didn't seem so surprised. Because that night, when I had found her pictures on Facebook and I saw that Rob hearted them, I jumped out of my bed, I ran to where she was, which is the closet of her bedroom, and I flipped my phone around and I said, I found her. Look, I found what she looks like. And her reaction was so mediocre. I knew she already knew what she looked like. I knew she already knew what her Facebook looked like, and she tried so hard to put on an act like it was news to her. Oh my God, wow. Emily, please. There's one thing about y'all. Y'all are not talented liars. Y'all are just manipulative. There were lots more I'm going to detox in between these parts. A lot. I don't have the dates. I don't have the times. I don't have the fucks. At this point, he was the little boy who cried sober, and I was done reading that book. Each time Emily would tell me this, I was pretty much like, okay, girl, like, we're doing this again? Like, I really didn't care. Because I knew it was a lie, and I knew he wasn't going to go. December 11th. Rob spoke to all of the girls on the phone that night, which was a rare event. Remember, he did not talk to them. At this point on December 11th, he had not seen any of his children since October. You have not seen your children in 2 months. All right. So the girls had him on speakerphone so they could all three talk to him, so I could obviously hear the conversation. And it always made me really sad to hear how excited they got when he was on the phone. And it also made me so angry to hear how he was playing the part of a caring father, because he didn't give a fuck. All of a sudden, I hear a voice. Amber's voice in the background on the phone speaking. I lost it. I looked at Emily and I said, you better fucking get him before I do. Then the room started spinning. I could feel blood rush to my ears. I stumbled outside to try to catch a breath, but I couldn't. I was so dizzy, my chest was tight. I was in the middle of the worst panic attack I've ever had in my life. I was hitting and grasping at my chest, just begging my lungs for some air. Emily came outside, attempted to calm me down. Don't let him get you like this. He's not ever going to bring another woman near these kids. Fuck him and fuck you. I felt like I was having a heart attack. December the 13th, I had a psychiatrist appointment. I needed medication immediately. I was having nightmares every single night at this point for months, every single night. I felt disconnected from my body. I felt disconnected from reality. Panic attacks were happening frequently. And at this time, my will to live was at 0. I was in a really, really, really dark place. He had taken everything from me, or so I felt. I was nothing left. I was a shell of a person. He did a hit and run and left my body. He left me to die. I had a psych eval done. This was the day I was diagnosed with PTSD. My depression assessment came back at a score of 24. The highest you can get is a 27. So my psychiatrist started me on some medication to try to help me. I'm going to try to go into the next part now.
All because she decided to give love a chance. Decided to love the wrong person. And I don't at this point it's beginning to look like that Emily woman is even worse than her son. Because at least her son is, doing its own. She knows what the man is doing. But Emily is just like, how rodent. They'll just, bite you, blow air over it so that you will not feel it. Oh, after you feel the pain, you will not, feel fine again, bite again, blow it again. They're eating and eating and eating off your skin. You're not even aware because they're placating it. People like that, huh, they're more deadly than you can ever imagine. Oh, yes. Let's go to the next part.